Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Minecraft Mech and Magic, where last time we worked on the farm here a little bit, the new farm, anyway, should I say. And we opened up a new world of possibilities with our materials and stuff, which we needed to do, because we're low on some stuff. Anyway, I noticed off camera that I had experience seeds, so I had to eliminate the experience seeds from that little tiny farm. So that's been replaced with a almighty lapis plat because in here we have lapis now, gold, redstone, and iron. So that's the first lovely farm here. We're going to move over to this second farm here. I made some seeds off camera, and we'll get to why I don't have water in these bins in just a minute. We're going to make something today. We have other seeds. We have diamond. We have emerald. We have end, and we have glowstone, which is fantastic. We don't need these experience seeds. We're going to just shove them over there. Okay, no hoe. We need to get the hose out. That's what we need. Get them their hose out. We need 3 of them. Yeah, we only have. That's fantastic. Okay, so we get those planted. Kind of weird, but fantastic at the same time. All right, so in this one, we are going to have silicon, copper, steel, and we're going to have dark steel in this one, which is great and fantastic as well. And we can also plop in a hoe. And in this one, we're going to have the solarium, pulsating iron, energetic alloy, and vibrant alloy. The Indorite metals, the ones that make things like this, which is fantastic. Now, the reason why I do not have water in these things is because we're going to make something that lets me fill them a lot easier than bringing bucket by bucket by bucket. We're going to make something called the Eternal Chalice. Emperor's Chalice, excuse me. We're going to make that real quick. Not going to take long. You might be like, but why are you making something really weird? All I have to do is make an empty void tier, which I need to pretty much gather a slime pearl, which pretty much means I need to go kill a whole bunch of slimes. That should be fine, shouldn't it? Just find some slimes. Conveniently, there's slime islands everywhere. So we're going to go on a grand mission to find L slimes. So that's great and wonderful, right? Why would I want to do that, right? Why would I ever want to find something cool like that, right? You'd be like, but there's slime right here. Isn't it? No, it's not a slime. Okay, there's no slimes up here, right? But I do remember that there's a swamp not far from here in my map. There's a swamp out here that should have slimmies in it. Some nice, lovely slimmies. We're going to go check out there, and if we don't have them out here, we're going to try one other thing that I am quite aware that I can do. And we can set that up somewhere and try to get this slime thing that way. I'll kill quite a few of them off camera if it comes down to it. But, you know, as I said, I'm quite aware of what I can do for slimes. So we're going to see if I can find any slimes just bouncing around in the swamp here. Because normally they are hanging around in the swamp. Of course, I may have to hang around at the swamp for a moment to get them to spawn. But that is a thing as well. Normally it's like swamps equal slime spawns and stuff like that. They're normally rare, quote rare, but it just depends in their own little mythology and stuff. Hello, vampire hunter, dude majigger, dude friend guy. We're not gonna stay here long because I am aware of what else I can do for the slime. I'm just gonna see if there's one here. So there's a few here. None wants to spawn? No? Nobody wants to spawn. No slimes want to spawn. Last time I was here, there was like 2 or 3 slimes here, and this time I come here to get slimes No slimes. When I want slimes, they don't spawn. When I don't want slimes, they spawn all the time. Alright, let's just ignore the slimes here then. Well, and we'll get back and we'll deal with the slimes the other way. It goes off on a tangent, pretty much, to get the slime, to get the chalice. You know, like, is the whole point is I want to get the chalice because it's pretty much an infinite water source that I can carry around in my pocket at all times of the matter. I mean, it's kind of pointless because I can just carry a bucket, but this is just something cool to do. Basically, it's basically just part of reliquary. That's just like, okay, it's reliquary. I haven't done anything in reliquary yet, so it's like, let's just do a little bit of reliquary here. So let's actually get in here somewhere. There is a where is it? What are they called? There it is. Where is he? I had him somewhere. I had a. Oh, here he is. My slime. I thought that was my villager. Okay. So I need a spawner from. I need a spawner, which I should have some broken spawners, right? Yes. Alright. And I need a soul binder. And we're going to have a slime spawner. Blah, I can say it. So I need an anvil. I'm not sure if I have one, so we'll make another one. If I do, it's probably broken or I was just about to break. So we're just going to make a new one and we're going to plop it down here. And there'll be one in my house. There's one right over there. I had one. And we need a powered spawner, which I have right here. Not painted, configured, awesome, all that good stuff. And do I have a soul binder? Is this a soul binder? Oh, conveniently a soul binder, guys. And it needs 8 levels. These things are creepy too. Look at them. Look at this thing. Used to convert a broken spawner type. It's so creepy. It just spins around very creepily. And it's really freaking slow. So I need to get an octadick real quick. Let's just get a new one. Let's not pull one. There you go, now it spins even faster. Let's watch it spin faster. Because look how creepy it is. Let's just watch how creepy this thing is and spin around in circles. And then we can create a spawner. So I wanted to make the reason I created that spawner to begin with, the powered spawner, so I wanted to make a villager spawner, and it wouldn't let me. So I have this thing to begin with. I think I tried it a long time ago and it failed horribly. Now it's the creeper side of the building, so it's kind of creepy. As I said, it's interesting to just stare at. Let's just stare at it. It's also measuring how long it's done. I don't know why it's so creepy. It's just interestingly creepy. I had to use skulls to make this thing, so it's like, why not make it functionally useful? And this way I can have as many slime things as possible. So I have now a slime spawner, which is fantastic. And I can capture as many slimes as I deem absolutely necessary. I can also turn my hotbar on so I can see what the heck I'm doing. Alright, so I have a slime thing. A slime doohickey pitcher. And I can put this thing right here and here. And put this thing right here and here. And I need 16 levels to bind this slime. So that I am able to put the slime into the spawner. There we go. Slime. So now I officially have a slime spawner. So now I just need a flux point and a place to kill some slimes. And I also want to get fortune or whatever. So that's the thing. Can I get fortune real quick? Oh, I don't have lapis. That's a thing as well. Lapis. I always forget about the whole lapis thing and all that good stuff. Retrieve all my XP for a second. And we're going to see about getting some type of lovely, awesome sharpness. So I got sharpness whatever on it. I mean, I can get the Draconic Disenchanter and disenchant this thing. Item's not configurable. What? So we may have to do that. Alrighty, so let's get some books. Book. Do I have looting or anything on here? No. Oh, I know how to get looting. Let's get looting real quick. Let's get a really hyper looting. So let's get some looting on my lovely, awesome pickaxe. How about that? I'll plop that here, and we're gonna see about getting looting. How do you get looting? To get looting, we need let's find it out here. Silk touch efficiency. Looting is a 3 Enderman heads apparently. Do I have Enderman heads? Oh, conveniently, I have 3 Enderman heads, and I need a book and quill. I always forget about the whole enchanter thing from Ender.io. I always forget about it. This is the most fantastic thing ever, and all I have to do is bind it with a anvil, and we are set for days. We have looting 3, and all I have to do is put that on my weapon, like so. Looting 3, sharpness. That's actually not a bad draconic staff now. So now I can plant here somewhere, anywhere I desire, and just plop this sucker down. Since they're slimes, it's not going to be affected by the daylight. So plop this down, turn it on, and we are spawning some lovely slimes. Look at this. Let's spawn some slimes. Let's attack radius up to max. You gonna spawn some slimes for me? Yeah, there we go. 43%, guys. Oh, let's get an octadic while it's spawning the first slime. It should be spawning soon. It's not spawning. Huh? You don't? Oh, there we are. All for the slime pearl, guys. All for reliquary. Oh, look. Exactly what I needed. Hey, stop that. Alright, let me turn this guy off. Look at him. Now I have slime pearls, guys. I went from having 0 to having quite a few. I went from 0 to 12. So now I can make the chalice thing that I desire to make. I don't have a place for him, do I? No, I didn't save a space for him. So I'll just go in the system. Fantastically. Alright, so let's make this chalice that I desire to make. Let's make this void tier. So we have an empty void tier. And now we can make the Emperor's Chalice, which is basically the almighty infinite water source for all time in the universe that I can use. So I can come down here and I can fill in all these lovely locations without ever going back to refill my bucket. I know that's a long roundabout way to, the only problem is that like I had to actually, place a block to get rid of that water source. But, it's still fantastic in its own method. So, there we go. The Emperor's Chalice. Part of a magic mod, Reliquary. I should really get into Reliquary. I need to add that to my list because there's a lot of cool little things in Reliquary. Because if we actually look at Reliquary, I know I'm going off on a tangent. There's like some weird like potion mortar things, the altar of light, and a whole bunch of weird charms and stuff like that. That yeah, really cool and things. There's also this weird tome of whatever, just some interesting things. I've had this before in one of my previous games that I've actually recorded. I've found it in a chest before in a previous game, and it basically lets you have no fall damage at all. I don't know what some of these other things do. I probably can create quite a bit of these things, to say the least. So I might go through and we might like create a room that has all sorts of. We might have like a trophy area that has all sorts of like boss things because I'll have the relics from um, the bosses and things from Ars Magica and from Botania. Um, I get too close to that, it makes a weird noise. I noticed that before when I was doing the recording that I couldn't fix it, and that there's a weird noise coming from Botania. That's backfeed. Um, why, why do you exist, chicken? But yeah. So now, with that, we have watered our plants and we have planted some plants. So now we just have to wait pretty much for them to grow and things. I have to wait till I have like an output full on these things before I can, configure things. So that's my whole thing of the matter. So the next thing to deal with is for me to, if I desire, is to hold the entire ground. So I was deciding exactly how I desired to make a hoe. Of course, how would you like to make a hoe? I would like to make the best hoe in the game, which is the Draconic hoe. Really, I do. I know that seems to be a waste of materials, but I do. I want to make a Draconic hoe because why wouldn't one want a Draconic hoe? You know, I have a fancy infinite water source of awesomeness. Why not have a fancy hoe of awesomeness? It's just a matter of making the materials real quick and all that lovely goodness. So, yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. So, in the matter of farming, ness and all that good stuff, let's make some of the stuff to make my lovely, awesome hoe of awesomeness. Let's get this party rolling on my Draconic hoe. Because I can make a matic. I can make an eternal matic of eternalness, But, that's not fun. That's not fun at all. That's just a matic. It's just a paper matic that's infinite. Um, it's not a Draconic hoe. It's just I have all this. I have a pickaxe. I have a bound blade. I have a bound freaking blade. Why not just make a Draconic hoe? Why not? I just have to make this stupid awakened core. That's the only problem. I have to make 4 wyvern cores. And I had to have draconium. And an nether star. So that's the only problem. Is this. It's making this one thing. Fortunately, I have withers being killed at all times. So it's always like, yeah, just make it at all times. No, not that. So it's like just waiting and willing to, deal with everything. So it's just, let's get this stuff right here laid out and we'll make my lovely Draconic hoe. And we will have the best hoe in the game. Which would be great. It shouldn't take long. fix my power issue. Power transfer issue. With because you notice plugs. No transfer limits. Flux plugging the pieces down there, so it has more transfer down there. So we have Awakened Core, 2 Draconium. So let us make this lovely and awesome Draconic hoe. I don't think it actually matters where you place things in this thing. I got this. Yeah, I don't think it really matters. So there is my Draconic hoe being made. And we have the best hoe in the game. I don't want to upgrade it right now. I think I'm just going to deal with the base upgrades, but, you know, why not? Chalice and hoe. Infinite water and a freaking awesome hoe. Because why not? You know, why not? I still have not upgraded my capacitor bank. We'll do that soon. Right now, we're working on the farm still, so it's kind of like fiddling with the farm. Farm fiddling. Fiddling with the farm. Right now, we have a little bit of power. It has 16 million RF limit. So, landfill off. Automatically use there to fill up to 1 block deep hole. And sure. Sure, that sounds like a plan. That sounds like a plan. So it will automatically fill a hole if there's a hole. A hole. Actually, I better not do that. It's going to fill in the water. So, we can come around here, and we can farm. And we can make this farm farmtastic. And we can go around this entire area and go ahead and till out their whole thing. Because why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we want to do that? You know? One, because it looks better. Two, because it's a Draconic hoe. You know? Because, you know, it looks cool. It kind of looks like a shovel, really. It looks like it kind of looks like a real hoe. Like an actual real hoe. It's kind of weird. It's kind of strange in its own, like, methodology. Really, the other ones don't look like a hoe. But, you know, that's the fun part. So we have the Chalice of Infinite Water and the Draconic hoe. So I think we're doing pretty good today. So we fiddled with the farm, and once we get these plants grown up enough where we have an output issue, we can actually set some output things. I'll go ahead and figure out what kind of other plants I want to put in these right here. And we will, well, I'm going to wait for the, you know, whole thing. And I don't think I ever actually, I think that episode was the one that broke the making of these plants right here. I think what I will do is what I'm going to do off camera is I'm going to finish tilling the ground like it is. I'm going to finish tilling the ground. Okay. I'm going to get some redstone embedded in the ground where these things going to go. I'm going to make most of them, of those, and then we're going to I'm going to leave it to where I can show how I made them, because I think that episode broke. And then by that time, I'm going to FK, and then I'm going to um, show you how to make them, and we're going to fix the outputs and stuff like that, because I'm going to AFK to the point that I'm going to fill in all these seeds, and I'm going to let the outputs fill until it's the output full problem issue, because none of these are exporting or nothing. They're just sitting. They're only going to fill up. So I'm going to have to AFK only to where I have to replace the hose, basically. And that will be that. So basically, this has been a productive episode. I mean, it's been kind of a weird episode, but we've just pretty much got two very interesting items. We have the Draconico and we have the Emperor's Chalice, which is a really interesting situation. We managed to get two really interesting items to farming tools of farmingness, but you know, tools specifically for farming. I took a screenshot if you wonder what the little lag was. But yeah, this is where I'm going to leave it, and I hope you have enjoyed watching me fiddle with a farm, as I'm going to call it. It's just what it basically was. It's just me fiddling with a farm. And I'm going to go charge up my fancy Draconic hoe of hoeness. And I will see you all next time. Bye.